Do you know how many obstacles the first African American female correspondent to receive the White House credentials had to overcome? Alice Dunnigan. She overcame racism, fought for people, and became a great journalist. She was a true game changer. Alice Dunnigan was an African American journalist, civil rights activist, and author. Dunnigan was the first African American female correspondent to receive White House credentials and the first Black female member of the Senate and House of Representatives press galleries. But let's start from the beginning. Dunnigan was born on April 27, 1906, in Russellville, Kentucky. At the age 4, she began attending school 1 day a week and learned to read before entering first grade. At the age 13, she began writing for the Owensboro Enterprise. Her dream was to experience the world through the life of a newspaper reporter. Alice graduated from Knob City High School and then completed a teaching course at Kentucky Normal and Industrial Institute. Alice taught Kentucky history class in the Todd County school system, which was segregated at the time. She noticed that her class was not aware of the African American contributions of the Commonwealth. Alice passed along pride and accomplishments of Black Kentuckians to her students. With her own funds, she printed and distributed pamphlets of the subject to her students. While she wrote about the segregation laws plaguing African Americans in the 1940s and 1950s, she often faced discrimination herself. She wasn't allowed into certain buildings to report on President Eisenhower, and when President Taft died, she was forced to sit with servants while covering his funeral. Throughout her long career, she had to fight against brutal racism, institutional sexism, and poverty, but she never wavered in her commitment to covering stories about civil rights and race issues. Alice helped many people by fighting brutal racism, sexism, and poverty, even when she had to hear people try to tear her down. She never gave up on her hopes that one day she'll become a successful journalist, and she got to achieve that. Despite those rough times, by the late 1940s, Alice had achieved her dream of seeing the world through her work as a journalist. She traveled all over North and South America, and the Caribbean, Africa, and the Middle East. Alice is a game changer. She never gave up on who she was and where she came from and fought for herself in order for her to become successful. This is what I'll call a hard-working game changer.